Okay, we're going to be looking at present habits, and we're going to look at 5 grammar structures that we can use to express a present habit. So for example, we're going to look at the simple present, such as she passes her tests. We will look at will plus a frequency adverb. Usually, she'll make a call at 3 p.m. We're going to look at tend plus the infinitive. He tends to write letters once a month. We're going to look at when plus the present continuous plus the simple present. For example, when he is driving, he listens to music. And we're going to look at the present continuous plus always plus or constantly. So for example, he is always playing phone games. So let's move forward and let's look at the simple present now. The simple present is usually used for habits and routines. So for example, here we have in the present a repeating action, a routine, a habit. And what is it? Okay, she passes her tests. That's her habit. Let's look at another example, another repeating action, another habit. Okay, they study hard. Okay, something I want to mention about the simple present is that we need to remember to add ses to third person singular nouns. So for example, she, he, it, Santa Claus, Mary. Okay, she passes, he passes, it passes, Santa Claus passes his tests. Okay, so add ses to all simple present third person singular nouns. Let's move forward now and look at will. Use will with a frequency adverb such as never, rarely, often, and always to express a habit. For example, my repeating action, usually she'll make a call at 3 p.m. Okay, so we have the frequency adverb usually, and we have the modal will. Okay, now something that I want to mention is that you may want to add a frequency adverb, but it's actually optional. The reason I suggest adding it is so that your listener understands that you're not talking about the future, but a present habit. Okay, so that's one reason to add a frequency adverb, but it's optional. Let me move forward now. Let's talk about tend. Okay, use tend, the verb tend, with an infinitive that is to plus verb. So let's look at an example. The repeating action, the habit. He tends to write letters once a month. Okay, let's look at another habit, another routine, another repeating action. Okay, they tend to call each other a lot. Okay, very good. So you can see that their habit is to call each other, and his habit is to write letters. Let me tell you something. Tend is a verb, and if you write tend in the simple present, you do still need to add ses for third person singular nouns. So for example, they tend to call, but he tends to write, she tends to write, it tends to write, Santa Claus tends to write letters once a month. Okay, so add ses to third person singular nouns for the verb tend in the simple present. Let's move forward now. Let's look at the present continuous plus when plus the present continuous plus the simple present. We use the present continuous for an ongoing longer event that occurs during a habit. Okay, an ongoing long event that occurs during a habit. For the short habit, we use the simple present, such as he chews gum. For the longer habit, the ongoing longer habit, we use the present continuous. For example, when he is driving. Okay, these two habits are occurring at the same time. When he is driving, he chews gum. And we want to make sure to connect when with the present continuous. Okay, let's move forward now. Let's look at the present continuous with always and constantly. The form for this will be the be auxiliary plus always or constantly plus verb ing. And we use this to express habits once again. Let's look at some examples. Here is a repeating action in the present. It's a habit. What is it? He is always calling her. Okay, that's his habit. Let's look at another habit. Okay, another repeating action. They are always playing together. What is their habit? Playing together. They are always or constantly playing together. Okay, just to quickly conclude, quick overview, we use the simple present. She passes her test to express habits. We use will plus a frequency adverb to express habits, such as usually she'll make a call at 3 p.m. We use tend plus the infinitive for habits as well. He tends to write letters once a month. We use when plus the present continuous plus the simple present for habits that occur at the same time, such as when he is driving, he listens to music. He does two things at the same time. And lastly, we use the present continuous plus always or constantly to express a habit in the present. and that is be plus always or constantly plus verb ing. For example, he is always playing phone games. Well, that concludes my presentation. If you have any thoughts, questions, or concerns, please email me. And I look forward to seeing you in class. Thank you so much for watching.